Hey YouTube, it's Legend. I just want to do a quick video on our stock plays. I didn't do a whole lot of buying and selling today, but there was a couple movements as far as the earnings report for Nvidia and Palo Alto. So we'll see in a second how well they did and did that affect the stock. So let's look at LLY here. LLY. It is creeping back up. We did cross over that MA5 and that's a good sign there, so we just want that to keep on going. KO, the RSI2 is above the 10, so we didn't purchase anymore. We are moving on up. We did cross over and close above the MA5, but it is still touching that MA5, so I'm still waiting to see if this one can continue to go up, and then I can start setting my stop. ABBV, this one here still trading a little sideways. It is starting to cross up over that MA5. The RSI2 here is above the 10, so I'm not purchasing, but it is starting to move up slowly but surely. AVGO. This one here is still trading somewhat sideways for the last couple of days here. The RSI2 did drop below the 10, so I did purchase more of AVGO. I ended up buying 4 more shares at 162.25 average, and so that's going to bring my dollar cost average down, and we'll see what that is when we slide over to the stock tracker sheet. TSM, we are above the RSI2, so I'm not purchasing. We are closing above the MA5, but we are still going through it, as that wick here is dropping down and through that MA5. So this one I'm still at a hold, waiting for this one to move on up above that MA5 before I set my stop. VOO, this one here also has moved up above that MA5, but it is still going through that MA5. I need a little bit more difference between the candle and the MA5 line, which is this green line here. If I get a little bit more separation between that, then we can start setting that stop and locking in our profits. PANW. This one here had earnings today. The candle for today did end up closing above the MA5. The earnings report did not come out until the end of market for today. So they announced after market close. So the question is how well did they do in their earnings report? Well, it didn't come out as well as expected, so the guidance was a little disappointing, and therefore the stock did slip. So we did close today at 392, but as you can see after hours it's 374.18. So it did drop down, so tomorrow it will probably open about right in here around this MA20. Which probably and hopefully will give us a chance to buy another share or two of PANW in the next day or so. So Nvidia did have its reports today as well. Their stock closed above the MA5. It is red and it is going through the MA5, so I don't have a stop for it at the moment. The question is how well did they do on their earnings? So even though Nvidia did very well on their earnings report, but it was noted that their sales were slowing down. So that of course spooked the market slightly. So it did come down from the 145 close of today down to 142. And I think once the market opens tomorrow, we might have a little bit more of a red day, but that might give us a chance to buy before I think it's going to turn right around and take back off. But that's my thoughts, because Nvidia is a banger of a stock and I don't really see the sales slowing down on the Nvidia. So I think this news will just provide an opportunity for me to buy a little bit more before it goes back up. And that's my thoughts on Nvidia. AMZN looks like it's still trading kind of sideways, which is how the market has been, down to sideways here in the last few days. But it did not go below the RSI2 here, so I am not buying. But it is still trying to move up. It is bouncing off of this MA20, and we'll see if it can stay above that and eventually take off. So let's slide over to the stock tracker sheet and see where I'm at. Okay, so here we are on the YouTube stock tracker sheet that we've been keeping track of all of our plays that I'm in and how many shares, my calculated average of each, and if I have any stops and whatnot. So start off with LLY. We have 15 shares at 816.46 average. That one here, I am only down 7%. I was down 10 yesterday, but the stock has moved up, so it is in my favor here that it is moving up, and I'm only down 7 now. KO, 80 shares at 63.51. We're only down a 0.8%. The current price being 62.99. ABBV, 24 shares at 170.75. I'm only down 1.75% on ABBV. AVGO, this is the one that I did purchase additional 4 shares at 162.25, which took me to 20 shares, and that changed my average to 167.31. With the current price, I'm only down 2.4%. TSM, I did not make any purchases on this one, so we still have the 4 shares at 187.25. So we're up about 0.5% on that one. VOO, 4 shares at 540.20. I'm up about 0.5% on that one. PANW, 2 shares at 386.20. Per the sheet and at close of price being the 392.89, I was up 1.73, but come tomorrow after that earnings report, this will drop, so it will show that I'm probably negative unless it turns right around and takes back off before the end of the day. These current prices are the closed prices since this is after hours. NVDA, 4 shares at 140.49. I'm up 3.8% on this one. We'll see how this one plays out tomorrow. Does the market go up or down on Nvidia for the next couple of days? We'll see. Amazon, AMZN, 3 shares at 201.58. I'm up 0.6% on this one currently. So without any sales today, our gain is still 621.19. Hopefully we can get some stocks to calm down and start moving back up. But right now it's just a waiting game. So we will be patient and we will wait it out. So I think I'm going to wrap it up right there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And as always, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you get into any stock plays. Until next time, Legend out.